He was often called Solo, the preferred state, even for Simeon.
Take exit 10
Takes the road
on right
loads
to
of scrap
I-70
throughout
East.
the Deep South. He had returned with a paycheck intact, tired and clear-eyed. He offered no explanation of where he had been. He never did. He tried to appear content, even
In
domestically.
3/4 of a
But
mile,
after a
keep
few hours
left
of
to
bumping into other
I-70
people,
East.
and of listening to Cypress, and of deflecting the rejections of his wife, he ate a sandwich and moved outdoors with his beer to a spot under a tree beside the house where he could sit in peace and watch the occasional car go by. Returning was always a struggle. Out there on the open road, he would dream for hours of a new life somewhere. Always a better life, alone and unbothered. He'd been
Keep
tempted
left onto
1,000 times
I-70
to
East.
drop his freight at its destination and never slow down. His father left them when he was a kid, left a pregnant wife and 4 children, and was never heard from. For days, Simeon and his older brother sat on the porch, hiding tears and waiting.
Continue on
As he
I-70.
grew, he hated his father, still did. But now he too was feeling the urge to run away. His kids were much older. They would survive. On the road, he often asked himself why he felt pulled home. He hated living in a cramped rental house with his mother-in-law, 2 rotten grandkids he didn't ask for, and a wife who nagged him for more out of life. Letty had threatened divorce 100 times in the past 20 years, and to him it was a miracle they were together. You want to split? Then let's have a split, he said as he took a sip. But he had said that 100 times too. It was almost dark when she stepped out of the house onto the rear patio and slowly made her way across the grass to his tree. He sat in one of 2 mismatched lawn chairs, his feet propped on an old milk crate, his beer cooler next to him. He offered her the other chair, but she declined. "How long you home?" she asked softly as she stared at the road like him. "I just got home, and you ready for me to leave?" "I didn't mean it that way, Simeon. Just curious, that's all." He wasn't about to answer the question, so he took another sip. They were rarely alone together, and when they were, they couldn't remember how to talk. A car passed slowly on the county road, and they watched it as though fascinated. Finally, she said, "I'm probably going to lose my job tomorrow. I told you Mr. Hubbard killed himself, and his family don't want me around past tomorrow." Simeon had mixed feelings about this. It made him feel superior because once again he would be the principal breadwinner, the head of the house. He despised the way Letty took on airs when she was earning more than he was. He resented her bitching and chirping when he was out of work. Even though she was only a housekeeper, she could get arrogant when acting like a white man trusted her so thoroughly. But the family needed the money, and losing her wages would inevitably lead to trouble. He struggled to say, "I'm sorry." There was another long, silent gap. They could hear voices and noise from inside the house. "Any word from Martha?"